Okay, now we're recording. So at the end of the video, I'm going to show the gear that I was using. So the video is picking up right now. I went over the gear. It was electric. It's probably one of the greatest presentations that I've ever given, and every single person stopped to thank me. So I'll show that at the very end, but we're going to go into our video editing platform, which is the RE/MAX Hustle website. So let's get into that. All right, here we go. So every single RE/MAX agent, part of what you get is the RE/MAX Hustle website. This is for video editing. This really does make video editing very easy for any of our agents, any of our staff, anyone that's associated with RE/MAX. What's great is it's very simple and user-friendly. So whenever you first start up, and I'm going to keep this right here because I have a couple of videos loaded. Whenever you first start up, here's what it looks like. So you're given 3 different options as far as video size. You're given portrait, which there's a lot of things now with TikTok, Instagram stories, and IGTV that this is really great. With Instagram, you've got square. For this, and for most listings, which this is based on a listing or a video listing of a house, I would suggest doing a landscape just because you can see more of the property. There's nothing wrong with doing a portrait, but right now I prefer landscape. Then you go in here to the length. You can do 15 seconds, 30 seconds. If you're just going to do a quick video ad, maybe for your listing, 15 seconds is perfect. You can go 30 seconds if you want. For this, if we really want to show all of everything we can about a house, go with the 3 minutes. Now it's 3 minutes or less. You can't go over 3 minutes. But we're going to select landscape, 3 minutes or less. Contact info, whenever you go in there, you can put your info in here, and then you can upload your photo. Christy said that I look like a mob boss. I said this could be the cover of my Christian album. But put that in there, hit OK. And then we're taken to this little time bar down here. So before we get into the time bar, let's get into some of the videos that, that we could shoot. So whenever I am shooting, and the phone that I chose to shoot with is the iPhone 11 Pro Max. And the reason I like it is because it's got a really wide camera. You've got the normal camera, which if you'll watch here, this is what a room looks like with the normal camera. So not bad. So this is in Richmond. This is our conference room, and it's kind of a bigger room, but really this doesn't look like a very big room because of this camera angle. So we're going in here. So it just doesn't look that big, but whenever I back out, I switch it to the wide angle. Now check out what it looks like whenever we go in. Now it looks like we've got this huge expansive room. So if you're shooting a property and it's got maybe tiny bedrooms, if your video just shows it makes it look small, then you may get someone to think, well, that's too small, it's too cramped. It just doesn't look very good on camera. So if you are going to shoot video, if at all possible, go with something that can shoot wide angle because it's just going to look way better whenever you present it. So let's scrap you. I'll delete that section. Okay. Also, whenever we're shooting, you want to make sure and get the lighting and everything right. If you're going to go into your home or into a house and shoot it, the first thing I'd suggest is to open every single blind, every single window, get as much light as possible. It just makes a room, whenever you light it up, it feels like it's more open, it's more inviting. There's Melody. Get as much light as you can in there. Also, something that you can do is turn fans on. Get anything that creates movement. And I'll show you an example here in just a second of a way that I try to create movement in a video. Let's go over to, let's actually add a video in. So the way we add our video is over here on the right, we've got media. I'll click add. Plus this down here. Let's find my video. There we go. I'll show you how adding movement into a video can just add to it just a little bit more. And if you're using the RE/MAX Hustle website, if you notice if this ends up taking too long, sometimes I've found it will sit there a little bit too long. Hit cancel, push it again, upload it. All right, so here we've got just a simple faucet. I'm gonna go ahead and add this. And if we look, let's go and play this. Even though this is just, just the faucet in our Lexington office, whenever I turn the water on, it just makes it a little bit more interesting. If that water wasn't on, you'd just be like, well, it's just a faucet. But whenever you're taking video of a property, if you do things like that, like turn ceiling fans on, turn water on if you're showing it, anything like that, that you can create a little bit of movement, something interesting in your video, then do that. Let's delete you out.
They can tell there's good water pressure there.
Yeah, that's a great point, Ruby. All right. What else should you be doing? So if you wanted to add yourself into the video, if I were going to shoot, probably the first thing I would do is I would probably present it myself, because I want them to be excited about this house, but I also want them to see me, because I want them to think when they look at this house, man, that dude Paul Bradley showed me the house. I want to show, that's who I need to talk to. I want them to know that I'm the one they talk to. Same thing with, Catherine and Melody and Lacey and Anthony and Melody. I think I said Melody twice. But, I wouldn't say I'm a fan of necessarily being in front of the camera, but whenever I'm in front of the camera, I know that someone knows that I'm the one that's responsible for that. So if you're going to show off a house, if you don't want to be in front of the video or camera, no worries. I'd kind of suggest it. So here is what it looks like with 3 of the items that I showed you guys earlier. We've got the tripod stand, we've got the trigger, and then we've got the microphone. Oh, it isn't playing. Oh, I wonder if I won't play the video, or it won't play the sound here. So let's go here. I'm gonna turn this music off, and let's see what this should do the sound. Hey there, it's Paul Bradley with RE/MAX Elite Realty. Welcome to 116 Meridian Way, home of our RE/MAX Elite Realty Richmond office. This office has over 2,500 square feet, 4 cubicles, 1 huge conference room, an open floor plan for agents to come in and work. Come on, take a tour with me. So kind of generic. I don't necessarily think I would say that, but with that setup, I've kind of given them an idea of what they're about to see. And then I could go in and start adding pieces of video. Something else, whenever you're shooting video, where's my example at? Is moving through doors. I'll show you a neat, let's see, actually I'm gonna trash you. So whenever you're shooting, I like for the video to be kind of natural. Like I want it to go in a natural progression. Let's add a little bit of media. And I'll show you what I'm talking about. I remember I deleted it.
Paul, I hate to interrupt. I missed the first part. Is this recorded so I can go back?
Yep, I'm recording it.
Thank you.
I didn't at first, but yes. So whenever I shoot video, I see sometimes people do things like, like they'll back up out of a room, or they take some funky angles, and there's nothing wrong with trying to be a little interesting. But whenever I shoot video of a location, I want it to be natural. So here's the difference of walking backwards out of a room, which feels weird compared to actually walking into the room. So you see, that's just not a natural kind of, nobody walks out of a room backwards like that. So whenever see people do this where they're backing up, unless it's just like, unless you're just showcasing like some grand foyer or something like that, I would keep it to where I'm walking forward because I want it to be a natural. So here's the difference: backing up into a room and then walking into a room, because then you sort of have this reveal. You get to see the building, or you get to see the room. And something I always do, and I don't know if you notice it, but if we start right here, what do you see kind of first? We've got this wall right here. I do that intentionally with every single room because I want there to be something in the foreground. And look at the difference whenever, or see how it looks. Whenever you go past that, it's like the room just sort of opens up, and your clients, when they see this, they're just like, you know, I wouldn't say it's like breathtaking, but it's like a way to like, wow, look at that. It's because it's cramped here, and then we go in. Wow, there we go. I think I did it on, let's see here. I didn't do it in that room, but I always like, whenever I shoot a room, I always like to walk in and I like to have something in the foreground just a little bit. So it's almost like you're getting a chance to, you know, just really showcase this room. So it's like, oh, it's a wall. It's just a camera trick. All right, so I'm going to delete that example out. And then I'll show you, if I'm going to show something, like highlight something, there's nothing wrong with trying to be a little bit artistic. If a home has an interesting feature, if it has like, you know, whether it be a pool or just a cool, like, I don't know, like a really cool staircase or something, there's ways that you can kind of try to be artistic just to highlight it. I did this with our printer because we have a nice printer in the office. So, you know, if I wanted to, I could just stand there and just take video, but that's not very interesting. So here's what I did with our printer. So kind of come up, kind of spin around. I mean, our printer is now epic. Like, this is the most incredible printer in the world because it's got this great cinematic feel to it. Same thing in our conference room. Maybe you have like a location that has, let's say it's just got a really cool range, or, you know, really cool like a backsplash. You can do things like this, where you maybe set the camera down and then just start panning to the right. I'll show you like this. Oh, my video might have cut short. Let's see here. There we go. All right, here we go. So see, things like that are just kind of interesting. It keeps your eye like, okay, so what is going to be next? So you can get artistic with your shots as well. Something else that you can do, if you really wanted, so you've got great video, but you're also adding some great pictures. Well, in the RE/MAX Hustle, what I really do like is that you can add photos of your listing as well. So let's go over here. So I'm gonna go back up here to media. I'm gonna hit add. Let's go with this image right here. Okay. So this image I shot in portrait mode, but right now it's trying to showcase a landscape. So I'm gonna go over here, and I'm gonna click this. And it looks a little messed up there. Let's see here. Well, for some reason it's showing, looks like the video is still playing there. But let's actually change this image up. Let's go over here. Let's try that again. Because for some reason it was showing the video right beside of it, and it shouldn't have been doing that. Let's go back and add our image. I'm going to do this. Huh. All right, for some reason our image isn't showing up right. All right, well, you know what? Scrap that image right now. But if you want, you can add some images. And the way it did earlier, and I'm not sure, maybe it's because I've messed with this so much, I probably need to refresh it, is that the image was over here on the right side. And then I was able to put text and put it all over. And what I do like about in here, ooh, we got something else. What I do like is that you can add text into your video as well. So if you really wanted to, like on the printer, I added text. And it's as simple as just going over here to add text, type in what you want. And then what is really cool is that you can change the length of this. So you can have it on the entire video or only on part of it. And you can move this wherever you want. So if you want to be over here, you can play it and see what it looks like. Ooh, actually, I like that better. So lots of really
So
cool
what
things.
are you using to position it from one spot to another?
I just went and grabbed it. So I'll go back and I'll show you. So if you look at, so we've got our text here. Go to add text. I simply grab it. And you see how you've got the little squares, the quadrants?
Oh, okay. Okay. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely. And that's, I really do like this little tool from Remax. I mean, this really is a fantastic way for every single one of you guys to create your own videos. And you can, you can be as fun and creative as you want. So whenever we put it all together, so let's take a look at what we've got so far. I'm going to play. So introductory message, obviously I want to change that up. So here's a really cool Lexington office. So if I was wanting to talk to an agent about maybe coming in here, I could really use something like this to showcase our place. And you can do this with your listings as well. Right in here, so this little card, I'm going to put welcome to Remax. Lexington. Okay, so I'm happy with my text. I think I've got everything spelled right. I'm happy with just the videos, just showing a couple of videos. My card here at the end, I'm happy with that. I want that to be a little bit longer because I want them to have time to get the picture, the phone number. I'm gonna hit done. Every video needs just a little bit of music. If you're talking, I did try this out earlier, and if you are talking in the video, the music is a little loud, so it may be kind of tough if you want to play music with this to have any kind of speaking parts with this music. But if you guys ever, actually, you know what? Here's the volume. Never mind. Look at that. We're gonna turn the volume down. Let's turn it up just a little bit. We're gonna add patio and chill. You can't preview what it looks like, what the video is like here, but I'm going down to publish. Let's see what this looks like. And that's it. That was 22 seconds. That was one dude with a camera or with his phone and a little bit of time. And I was able to shoot basically a quick listing video for the office. So what do you guys think? Any questions, any comments?
I think it's good material to know that we're able to do that ourselves rather than having to pay somebody to do it.
Definitely.
Yeah, absolutely. And really, I mean, you guys, listen, you guys are real estate agents. You have talents that are, unbelievable. The reason that you're such great agents is because you are so good at doing so many things. Some people may not have the time or the desire to do this, but I mean, there's, you know,
Look at this.
really,
I switch it. Look.
huh?
I forgot I was.
But you guys have the ability and the talent to do all this yourself, and I'm here to help you out. So, you know, if you ever need help with some of this, reach out and let me know. And you know, if at your next listing, why don't you test it out? Go ahead and start shooting some video. And I'd prefer you to have more video to choose from than not shooting enough. But remember some of those tips for shooting. Whenever you're first going to start shooting, make sure you got all the windows, all the lights on, all the windows open. Get as much light as possible. Make sure your movements are kind of natural. You know, whenever you go into a room, you know, walk into a room. Don't walk backwards. Be really still and careful. I didn't tell you about the ninja walk. I'm going to show you. So what do I mean by the ninja walk? I'm excited about this now. So let's say you guys know what ninjas are. Okay, you've seen how they walk. They're kind of sneaking. Let's back this up. So whenever I'm shooting video, and it will look kind of funny from someone else's point of view, but I will stick down just a little bit, and I want my camera to be as steady as possible, and I start walking like a ninja. I'm all quiet, but here, from the side now, like a ninja. It looks silly, but it gets great results. So I have homework assignment for all you guys tonight, and it's to practice your ninja walk. Put in a good, I'd say 3 hours a night of ninja walking, and you'll be pros in no time. So plenty of light in the location. Get your ninja walk down. Use something to steady your phone. And Melody, I'll show you, and since it wasn't recorded, I'll show you some of the tools that I use for shooting. And there's really only two that you need. The most important one is your phone, because everyone has a video camera. I choose the iPhone 11 Pro Max because it's got a really nice wide angle. Melody, like Catherine, is also a Samsung user. But
I am not going out and buy iPhone 2 Max, 3 Max, or 11 Max, or whatever.
listen,
You couldn't give me an iPhone. I wouldn't take it for free. You couldn't pay me. I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding.
You guys are awesome. I love you so much. Use whatever you have. You don't have to. That's just my preference.
Yeah.
But I use the iPhone 11 Pro Max because it's got the big wide angle. So the only thing you really need is this and the Remax Hustle website. And you guys have everything that you need to make your own videos. Some of the things that I do use sometimes is this, and you guys got to see it for a second. You can use it to hold your iPhone. Keeps it good and steady. Ruby, before we start recording, asked about a selfie stick because Ruby has a selfie stick. You can use that, but if it's extended out too far, it can get kind of wobbly. What I like about this is that you can have a good base and you can walk through and shoot just like a pro.
Where did you get that? Just Amazon or?
Yeah, I think this one actually came with, it might have actually came with my microphone maybe, and I'll show that. But I got this for free with something. And what I like is that it's actually, yeah, those are selfie stick. It's got this, so you can just put your thumb up there. If I'm going to shoot video of myself, so on my Monday videos that I shoot that I put out, I always use this. It's got something exactly like that on it. And this is just a cheap tripod from Walmart. I think the Walmart, or this is like 10 or 15 bucks. This I actually got with my ring light. It's a little Bluetooth.
Is that like a light to put on there to illuminate?
Yeah, so, but this I can actually activate. So whenever you guys see my videos where, you know, it's like this and I'm standing away from it, I use this to activate the camera. And it's just a little Bluetooth. This actually came free with my ring light. And then for the audio, if you want to do, if you want to be in front of the camera and talk about your listings, then I got this from Amazon. I'll send you guys the link for this. It was 40 bucks. Lacey had asked about where this came from, so I'll send this out to you guys. But this plugs into my phone. It came with a Samsung adapter, I'm pretty sure, but this one has an iPhone adapter. And then this, just put in your pocket, run this up your shirt. You got the little lapel mic that's kind of hidden. But 40 bucks. But that's, I mean, that's it. But you don't, you know, if you don't want this, no worries. If you don't want this, no worries. The only thing you need is this and that Remax Hustle website, and you can shoot your very own video listing videos. So, what do you guys think? Any questions? Anything you're wondering? Any advice? I am here for you guys.
I'm kind of motivated now to try and do like a get to know your agent video.
Absolutely.
Kind of feel inspired.
No, that's perfect. And that's, I mean, that's a wonderful way for people to kind of know you, because, you know, everybody's a potential home buyer, but not everybody is in a position right now to buy a home or thinking about it. But if you're setting up, you know, if you're doing videos where you're talking about, you know, getting to know you, and, you know, I think it's great. We lost Ruby. Oh, Ruby. So what else?
Where will the record? I missed the first part because I had a client call. Where is the first part of this video? Or is that basically what you said in the beginning was the hustle site? Okay.
That was a lot at the beginning, and I forgot to record, so that's why I went back and showed the pieces. But
I didn't miss much.
As soon as the recording's ready, I'll put this on our Facebook page.
What would you put in an agent introductory video? Just, hey, this is me, and
yeah, I mean, it could be whatever you want. I mean, you know, if you want to say your name, like, you know, if you guys notice on my Monday videos, I mean, I say the exact same thing every single time, because now, you know, people like expect it. Like if I miss a Monday video, I'll get people that reach out and like, hey, where was your Monday video at? And I say the exact same thing every time. I'll say, what is going on? Remax Realty, Richmond, Lexington, and Nicholsville. Hope you had a fantastic weekend and you're ready for a huge week. Every single time. So get your own kind of introduction, and it can be as corny as you want. You know, you can, I've changed it up where maybe I'll walk into a room, just something to make it interesting and get the people to remember. Because that's ultimately what it is. You want people to, you want to be entertained, you want to be informed, and you want them to remember you.
Hello, all you cool cats and kittens.
Exactly. Catherine out of left field. But
Coming up with some catchphrases.
oh yeah, absolutely. Well, you know, if you watch a YouTube video, you know they're all like, "What is going on?" You know, you can do that, or you know, you can like pop up like surprise. So, what do you guys think? You inspired? Everybody's about to go shoot.
yeah, definitely. I think even, you know, they show how much more people click on videos now when they're looking at homes, and how much more it's, you know, than just pictures.
Yeah.
It brings it to life. I think it's good. Even for like a small listing, I've seen them do them for even like, you know, lower end stuff, and it really helps it. So yeah. I think it's good.
I think that's done everything. Even like, and I've said this before, is that, you know, if I was ever going to rent a place and they could have the coolest location ever, if it's got really crappy photos and there's no video, a lot of times I start looking at a different property, and they could be perfect, but I want to know, you know, exactly what it looks like. Whenever I walk into that place, I want to know exactly what I'm walking into.
Well, especially right now, we've got several buying, you know, sight unseen, even from California. I mean, and probably because they can see that video and feel like they've seen it. I've done 3 virtual tours this week from people out of state. I had a guy buy one yesterday from Texas. I did a virtual, it's just a land property. From Tara, actually. She's in our office. And I went out to several properties. I walked the perimeter. I, you know, was on a call with him, and he bought one and never been here. So
that's great. I've used this whenever at a car dealership that I was working at, helping them out with this stuff. We had people that would inquire about a car, and instead of just sending the pictures, like I did like a video where the salesperson was, you know, they started off talking about the vehicle, and then we're taking a drive. And then I put like some cool music with it, you know, and they're like, you know, I'd have them drive by kind of fast. And, you know, but it sold a car almost every single time, because then the people were excited. They knew what to expect. No different from real estate. And like I said, I push video so much because, you know, it's going to get tougher in real estate a little bit, because there's not many houses. So you want to be the one to stand out and be getting those clients. So I thank everybody for showing up. I thought this was a good class. And Melody, this was funny. This is exactly 1 year ago today, I did a video class. It was my last in-person class for Remax Elite Realty right before the shutdown.
I know tomorrow's my birthday. And
What?
yeah, my birthday was the last time we all went out, me and Catherine Carrot, we went out on my birthday and that was it. Like everything shut down after that. So it's just so weird to look back over the change, from a year. And I can remember thinking, because I have a restaurant, I remember thinking, it's kind of going to be good to shut down for 2 weeks. I need to sleep and I need to rest. Little did we know that a year later we'd be sitting here.
Do you know what I'm going to do? Tomorrow at 7 o'clock, let's have you a birthday party. I'm going to invite every single agent and see if they'll show up.
I've got a favorite restaurant. Can we go to the Copperoo?
You know what? I was about to suggest it. So everybody, 7 o'clock, the Copperoo. We're going to have a birthday party for Melody. And so let's just see how many people show up. You may be surprised.
Yeah, I don't think anybody from the office will be there, but we can try.
We can get some crowds.
I'd be surprised if anybody from the office came.
All right. So if you guys don't have any other questions, I hope you appreciate that. Trust me, I love doing these classes. I much prefer doing them in person. It's so much more fun. But you know what? We're going to get to it very soon. But I hope this helped you out. If you ever have any questions, you need any help with this, I've had several agents, they send me videos and I'll help them put it together. Let me know, reach out. That's what I'm here to do, is to help you guys build your business. So I think at that, we will call it end of class, and this recording will be up really soon. Thank you, guys.